Hello, beautiful people. Where have y'all been? I feel like y'all just stood me up. We have a date every Sunday. Where you been? No, I'm just kidding. I know that I have been like out of the loop for just a little bit. So just to catch you up, the first reason why I haven't been filming was I was sick and I lost my voice. And then Thanksgiving break came around and I just decided to take that time off to spend with my family and my friends, and I'm glad that I did take that time off from work and from pretty much everything because I just needed to rest a little bit. I mean, you guys are teachers too, most of you watching these videos. Sometimes we just need to take a break. So I'm going to talk to you just for a little bit during this planning period. I have a few more minutes left about what I'm currently doing. If my voice goes in and out, I apologize because I'm still trying to get over whatever yucky stuff I had. And so I am still a little scratchy. Okay, so I am doing notebook checks today, and when I do notebook checks, I call them student conferences for my students. So they are out there in the classroom working on assignments that they need to make up, or they're working on their reading reflections, which they could do in advance if they're reading independently on their own. And some of them are reading, so they're doing SSR, which is silent sustained reading. And then some of them are in the media center working on computers. So this is just a day for all of us, for me and the students, to just get caught up. When I do student conferences, I have a student conference sheet that I want to show you guys. I should have did this before I turned the camera on, but I'm going to put a sticky note over the name so I can show you. Let me tear this a little bit so I can show you how I do my student conferences and how I document those. So if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, but if you've been with me for a little while, then of course you already know that I am an AIG consultant, which means I work with gifted students, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So when I do student conferences, I try to keep as much documentation as I can because they have certain requirements that they have to meet in order to be successful in this program and in order to continue on the path in this program. So I came up with this sheet that says documentation of conferences, and what I have at the top, I have the student name, the AIG identified areas, and then I also have their grade level, and then I have the session date. I have notes that I took, a student signature, and a parent signature. Very rarely do I have a parent signature. I have this in case a parent comes in and wants to discuss the grades. Then I can pull their sheet and we can talk about what I've met with the student on already. And if a parent wants to sign off saying, yes, we did talk about that, then we'll do that. So that's why the parent part is there, but the parent section is not necessary. But I do have the students sign after every meeting saying, yes, we talked about these two things. Now, I didn't do this the very first time. You can see I just have it handwritten in that first box. But the second and third time, I did get a little bit smarter, and I just printed a label sheet. I guess I should have shown you one that I didn't start peeling already. Please don't move, camera, because I have my camera rigged right now. It's just propped up on something, a couple of books. Okay, so I have this, and it's just a mailing label sheet, and this one just says ABNW Google Slideshow, because that was an assignment that they were required to do, and ABNW is a Brave New World, and I've talked to you guys about that creative writing project. And then I'm doing their notebook check, and then I have a progress report grade. This is not their official progress report. This is just after I do your notebook check and I'm seeing where you are currently, this is what your grade is. And then I have them sign that. I stick their label, and then I have them sign it, which is under this pink portion. I'm covering students' names. So that's what I've been doing all class period, last class period, and I put them in my, cover up some more names, I put them in my happy planner in the checklist portion. Hopefully I got all the names covered. Okay, I put that in the happy planner in the checklist section, and you can see my grades here. I try to be very simple with my grades. I put a check mark if it is 100%, and then if anything less than a 100, I put the actual grade. But when I meet with the students, I do their document of conference. I go through their notebook and their assignments, and we talk about things that are missing, things that are coming up, questions that they have about any notes that they took, and I'm also recording their grades into my hard copy grade book. Now during this planning period is the time that I would transfer these grades into Power Schools, which is the digital grading system that we use here in my district. Now that I stopped, I feel like I said a whole lot. So let me just take a breath. And it might be because I'm trying to get over something too that I feel out of breath. And it could be that I'm just really excited to be filming again because I really, really, really did miss you guys. Okay, I do want to show you this. I want to show you guys what I put on the board. It's just a checklist that they are working through to make sure that everything is there before I call them up to my desk. So I'm going to show you that. Oh my gosh, I missed you guys so much. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let me turn the camera around, and hopefully it comes out clear because it is on my smart board. This is a checklist that they are working from. I just printed it straight from Google Classroom. I posted this last week sometime so that they would know exactly what it was I was looking for. Now what's cool about creating documents in Google Docs and then sharing it with the kids on Google Classroom is that you can create what is called a hyperdoc. Hyperdoc, just like if you heard of a hyperlink, it is a hyperdoc. So within your Google Doc, you would create hyperlinks. So for right here where it says Google Slide Project, if they were to click that in Google Classroom, it's going to take them to the rubric for the Google Slide. For figurative language notes, down here, if they click here, then that's going to take them to the notes that they possibly missed if they were absent. So anything that's underlined is an actual link to another document that I've shared with them previously, and when you do that, it's called a hyperdoc. So I hope you didn't already know that. Hope I was able to teach you something today. So that's what's on the board. That's what they're working from to make sure that all of their stuff is in order before they come up here to me. Okay. I do want to share, you know, if you are watching this video and watch other videos, you probably have heard, what is that? Is that hair? Oh, that was so weird right there. Oh, okay. So I watch a lot of YouTube. You probably watch a lot of YouTube. And I love it when the YouTuber is like, oh, I'm doing this because it's highly requested. Well, I'm going to do something because it's highly requested. Okay. Not really. It's not really highly requested. Only one person asked me to do it. And one person was enough. If you guys show interest in something, then I will do it. So I will do an outfit of the day. I have to back up really far so you can see it. So I'll speak louder. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so today is Monday, and I am wearing a little bit of a layered look. I have on a navy blue crop pant, capri, I don't really know the length, flood pants, I don't know what you call it in your area, but it's navy blue. And then I have on this sheer shirt that I got from New York & Company, which is actually really cute on its own, but I put this little short sleeve sweater over top, this Aztec sweater over top. And then I just have, this Aztec sweater came from Kohl's. And then I have on these little boots which came from the Bass outlet, because they have really comfortable shoes, really, really comfortable shoes. So that is today's look. So the one person who requested an outfit of the day, here you go, girl. I hope I didn't let you down. I don't know how clear that was. I guess I'll find out in editing if you could hear me for one, and if two, you could actually see what I was wearing. But anyway, I'm looking at my desk. I have so much to do, so much paperwork, and so many grades to put in. So if I have time today, because I am just a tad bit behind on grading, I should have had this stuff, I should have met with the kids and had this stuff in before the break. But I just didn't. I just didn't. That's just the honest truth. So I need to get that done. So if I don't see you anymore today, I will definitely see you tomorrow. All right. Thank you guys. Bye. Hello, beautiful people. It is Tuesday. I almost dropped the camera. Okay. Today is Tuesday. Today I did a lot of running around as usual. Trying to get centers together for my class. Yes, I do teach middle school, but centers are still appropriate for the middle grades. So if you are a middle grade teacher out there, centers are great. They work. Do them. Okay, so I did a little bit of researching and hunting, gathering on Teacher Pay Teachers, and I found some great review items for teaching figurative language or reviewing figurative language, because I've already taught it. And so I came up with 3 centers, and I'm going to show you how I set up my room for the centers using those file project boxes that my classroom received from our gracious donors and Donors Choose. So I am going to, let me explain what I did first. Okay. So I have 6 centers. Well, actually there are, how can I explain this? Okay, so there are 3 centers and I doubled them, okay? So I have 2 blue boxes, I have 2 green boxes, and then 2 pink boxes, okay? And the kids are in groups of 4 to 5, and they are moving to each center, having 15 minutes at each center. So they're only going to visit 1 pink, 1 blue, 1 green. But I have 2 circuits going, if that makes sense, okay? So the circuit is 1 of each color. And I'm probably saying the same thing over and over, but I don't know. I have it all up here, but I don't know if it's coming out clearly for you guys. Anyway, so they have 15 minutes. I have my iPad right here, set for 15 minutes, and they are maneuvering through the stations. So the first station, well, not the first one because it just depends on where they start, but one of the stations is the pink box right here. And I just laid out a carpet, and I have clipboards because they can't bring anything to each station with them. The only thing they can have is their pencil or something to write with. Inside the box, I'm not going to open it because I'm not sure of the copyright privileges on the particular items that I got from Donors Choose. But inside this pink box is taped. Let's see if I can open it without showing you guys so much. Okay. So inside each box, I feel like that's all right. I have instructions taped to the lid of the box. They have 3 envelopes that have puzzle pieces in there when they're matching the definition, example, and literary device. And then they have 2 illustrations they have to create, and that's what the colored pencils are for. Okay, so that is the pink box. So then if you walk over here, I have a green box, and these green boxes are a little bit larger than the clear box I just showed you with the pink items. So the clipboards fit right inside of the box. And in here they're analyzing a poem, and they're not just identifying whether or not it's a simile or metaphor or alliteration. They are going further and explaining how that literary device affects the poem. What does it do to the poem? I don't want to know the definition because we already did the definition in the pink box. We already talked about what the words mean. Now we want to see how they affect a piece of work. So that's what the green box is. And in the blue box, which is down here, so if you open this up, okay, they have another set of clipboards, and then they have another set of clipboards, and then they have an activity where they are identifying figurative language usage within a short story. And they are creating some of their own figurative language examples. And then they're doing sort of a Mad Libs where they have to use, they're taking out what was used and replacing it with their original creation, so therefore changing the whole story. So there are 2 pink boxes, 2 green, 2 blue, then 2 circuits. So each kid is only going to go, or each group of children are only going to go to one of each color. It went very well. Today was a minimal day for me because I'm walking around with my clipboard, which I misplaced. Oh, here it is. I have this clipboard that I duct taped and have a cover sheet over it. But this clipboard stays with me because it has all of the answer keys for all of their activities. So I walk around, and if they get stuck on something, I can look back to see what the answer is and make sure they're on the right track, and I visit every center. Now once they go, like once I start the clock, I do visit each center to make sure they're off to a good start, and then I find a good place in the room where I can hear everybody, and then I kind of let the conversations pull me where need be. So centers today, I'm saying it was minimal, although it was a lot of walking and a lot of coaching, but all of this was wonderful, and it's all in preparation for our SMA, which is our Standard Mastery Assessment, which is tomorrow. I did ask the students, I did ask them which one they wanted to review first. So the question I posed to them was, we're only going to review one of these activities tomorrow. You have until Friday to complete everything, but one tomorrow. So which one do you think will be the most beneficial going into the SMA tomorrow? And we took a vote, and they told me which color they wanted to go over tomorrow. So that's how I'm going to start class before they take their assessment. And really, they feel like they had a lot of say-so in what we're doing tomorrow, but I was really okay with either one that they chose because each one would be beneficial going in to the SMA tomorrow, or else I wouldn't have taught it at all, right? So I was okay with all of the choices, so it didn't matter which one they chose. And I think it's important to give students choices because then you have their buy-in, and they're more vested in what's happening in the classroom. And because they know which one I'm going to review tomorrow, that's going to increase the chances of them actually completing their homework and coming back to class prepared. So, is that all I have today? I think that's all I have to say. Oh, outfit of the day? Okay, so let's try it. And it's so weird because now that I'm aware that people are looking at my clothes, because I really wasn't aware of that before, you know, you guys were saying things to me about what I'm wearing. I didn't think about it so much getting dressed. Now I sit in my closet and I'm like, what am I gonna put on? I never thought about you guys looking at what I'm wearing. But anyhow, here it goes. So I don't know how much of this you can see, and again, I hope that you guys can hear me, but I am wearing a long black kind of maxi skirt. It has elastic around the waist. I want to say this came from JCPenney's or probably Kohl's. I have on a long sleeve purple shirt, very basic. I don't remember where it came from, but I had it for a very long time. And then I have this purple and I don't know, tannish colored animal print scarf. It's not a vest, it is a scarf. And maybe you guys are interested, so I will show you how I tie my scarf. Okay, I have to find somewhere to sit the camera. My lighting is so terrible. The light is okay right here, so let's try this. Let me find a way to prop my camera so I can show you guys how I tied this really cool scarf to make a vest. Okay, so just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I tied this scarf to make a really cool vest. And I'm pretty sure that I saw this on somebody else's channel a couple of years ago on YouTube. So this is my long rectangular scarf, and you're going to put the two ends together and fold it in half. And then you have the folded side and you have the opening. You're going to take the very edges of that together, the very two edges of that together, and you're just going to double tie it, double knot it so it doesn't come apart. And you pull. I don't pull too hard because I may want to wear this scarf a different way and I don't want it to be knotted and I can't get it out. and then you peel it open. You peel opening the part that's open. It's the only way it will open, so it's not confusing at all, okay? And then you have these 2 armholes. And then you have a vest. And that's it. And it doesn't look bad in the back at all. And if you have long hair, it'll cover it. But I have my hair up today so you can see the little knot in the back. But anyway, if you didn't learn anything else today from this video, you learned how to tie a cool vest out of a scarf. But whatever. Alright, you guys, I think that is all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. Okay, today is Thursday, and let me just apologize. I am so very sorry. I did not record at all yesterday. Yesterday was so hectic here and in my personal life, because yesterday was my honey bun's birthday, and so I was trying to do everything I could during school so I didn't have to stay my 1 hour after school. I left right as the buses left yesterday. I was trying to beat him home so that I was prepared to go, and we took him out to eat, and we had a little date night, and we went shopping at the mall for a gift, and he had an awesome time, I had an awesome time, and so I was happy I was able to do that. But because of all of that craziness yesterday, I did not record, and I did miss you, and I wanted to show you guys my outfit so bad because yesterday was Wednesday, and that was the POP, the P-O-P, Pattern on Pattern Wednesday, and I really wanted to share that with you guys, so I'm so sorry that I didn't get an opportunity to show you that, but I will show you what I'm wearing today. You can't see my shoes, but I'm just wearing a black loafer. It's black. These came from Coach. They're black Coach loafers. I have on Express gray slacks, and this sweater actually I think came from a thrift store. I'm pretty sure it did. It was like $2 or $3. But anyway, so I have this sweater, and then I have some hand-me-down little wooden jewelry that I got from my mom. But anyway, that's what I'm wearing today. It's not that exciting, but it's professional dress. Okay, so that's the outfit of the day. On to other news. So, let me fill you in on yesterday. I think I'm just going to sit right here on the table for a second. So, yesterday, my students took an SMA, which is Standard Mastery Assessment, and they did very well, and I was so excited. I wasn't surprised that they did well, but I was happy with the outcome because I did a little experiment. So for a while now, people have been talking about flipping the classroom and integrating technology, and that's something that I feel very comfortable with, using technology in the classroom. But this is the first time ever that I sincerely flipped a lesson, or sincerely flipped like a unit, pretty much. I don't even know if you would call it a whole unit, because I teach by standard. It's not thematic or anything like that. So anyway, we were learning figurative language, connotative and denotative meaning. What else did we do? Multiple meaning words, all of that. So that's what they were tested on yesterday. So rewind to last week sometime, I posted in their Google Classroom a slideshow presentation with definitions, and it was pretty much just a mini lesson on figurative language and everything I just said that I was touching on with that particular standard. I did not do any direct instruction in class for that information. I expected them to already know it because they have it in their notebook. I expected them to already do it and have looked over, and I referenced it a whole lot in class, but I never went in specifically and talked about what was posted online. I would refer to the language that I used there. I would refer to the examples, but I never taught a lesson on it in class. And then we did the centers, and I showed you guys the centers for figurative language, analyzing a poem, and also identifying figurative language in a short story. So they did those centers on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday. Guys, I am so excited and so happy with the results. of the SMA. My students like knocked it out of the park. We grew so much from our last SMA, and I feel like this was effective for them. And I feel as an instructor, I coached them through and facilitated this whole thing very well. And in the end, that we both were successful. So I'm very happy with the results of this experiment. I cannot say that that would be something I would solely do, like I would just post online and fill in class with activity. It was effective, but I don't know how effective it would be if that was all I was doing. So yes, I will continue to do a direct instruction. I would continue to diversify how I give instruction to my class, whether it is direct or whether it is web-based or whatever. It was great to try something new. I enjoyed it, the kids enjoyed it, and the results are good. So I'll do it again, but I don't know when yet. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to share with you guys from today. Let me think. No, it's been kind of a slow morning, which I'm happy about, because usually at this time when I decide to film, I'm out of breath, I'm rushing around, I have to go here and there, and so it's kind of nice to actually have a real planning period where I get to clean up some junk that got left yesterday, because I did not stay yesterday. Like, I did not clean up after my kids yesterday. I packed my bags a few minutes before the bell rang, and like I hightailed it out of here because I wanted to be prepared for my husband's birthday. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and maybe something exciting will happen today, and then I'll cut the camera back on. But I don't foresee that right now, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.